I'm Logan Webb, and you're listening to TortureCast.
You're listening to a podcast by and for fans of the three-time world champion, San Francisco Giants. With hosts Chad King and Eric Nathanson. This is TortureCast.
It's Monday, Tuesday, May 16th, 2023, and this is episode 279 of the TortureCast, the podcast by and for fans of the San Francisco Giants. I'm your host, Chad King, and joining the podcast today, back in San Francisco, our good friend, OG, Willie Dills Gregory. How you doing, man?
I am doing, I guess as good as you can be as a Warriors fan right now. Struggling just a touch, but I will say the silver lining, which, everybody says, Willie Dills, he looks for silver linings. The silver lining is now I just don't have to pay attention to basketball anymore. I could just watch Giants baseball, right? Like, I don't have to think about every day, when is the Warriors game and when is the Giants game? Are they at the same time? That sucks, So now, nope, it's just Giants baseball for a while.
Yep, don't need to get stressed out about the Warriors anymore, which I guess is the silver lining. It sucks they went down to LeBron and the Lakers, but man, beat LA. We all love it.
Chad,
it just didn't work out this time.
Okay, hold on. I told you
here we
before
go.
The podcast. I told you before the podcast this would be a conversational episode with very little to do with the diligent show notes that you've.
Oh yeah, you should see our show notes right now,
which I'm looking at. No, I'm looking at them. They're great, fantastic. But let's talk about the Warriors for a second. If the Warriors beat the Lakers, they weren't going to beat the Nuggets, right?
No, they were not. No,
right. So this Warriors team was just not the team. It's fine. It's like,
no.
This is what I'm telling myself, by the way, Chad. Like, this Warriors team was not the team. So rather than, beat LeBron, make him feel real bad, go on and then still lose to the Nuggets, this is the better outcome, right? Like, LeBron gets to try his hardest to solidify his thing, right? If he wins with the Lakers, that's insane, right? He wins with the Heat, the Cavaliers, and then the Lakers.
Yeah, we don't count 2020 again. LA with
I'm not worried about that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron is like trying to solidify himself as like the guy who can go and make a team be a champion, right? Yeah, that's absolutely. The story. So we got this cool story here. Now the Warriors, our story is next year, Steph Curry, he can't win with these cats, so retool, right? Change it up a little bit. We obviously want to keep Clay and we want to keep Draymond. That's the core, and we want to keep Looney. But I think the Warriors will look very different next year. I think, and I'm excited to see the direction they go. I'd like to see them get bigger. Let some of these guys still shoot threes, but can we dominate the paint just a little bit?
Yeah, AD really exposed their side there.
That was rough.
That was huge. Hey, but like Steve Kerr and Draymond Green both said, quote, "This was not a championship team." Yes. They were blunt,
and that's
right.
What I'm saying right now. And I just want to see what direction do we go from here? Because this is kind of an interesting moment, right? Obviously Steph has his contract. I know Draymond and Clay are trying to figure some stuff out, but guess what? They're gonna take less money now, right? Because
I hope so. Clay should.
They kind of sucked. Sucked.
Yeah, Clay shot.
Do you think another team's gonna? Yeah. Do you think another team's gonna give him a bag? I don't think so. Right. So
I don't think so. But we'll see.
So It'll be interesting. So anyway, this is kind of like the Giants this year, where I was
Well,
like
yeah,
very
speaking of not a championship
interested to
team.
see. Yeah. Well, hold on. Still yet to be determined.
I know. Let's not get
Wait
ahead
till we
of
get to the
ourselves.
last segment, Chad. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, let's speak about those Giants. Hey, look, this is the, kind of the first, I don't know, milestone a lot of people arbitrarily put on a baseball season. And that's a quarter of the way, right? They're 25% of the way. They've played 41 games of the 162 games.
I consider you always look at what you did in April, right? Like you just look at April as a whole thing. Not good, by the way. Not great.
Not good. Sorry, Charles. Not good.
May has been slightly better, I would say, I think, than April, right? I don't know.
It's
Am I
been
wrong?
streaky as hell, man.
I mean, I'm not saying good. I'm just saying better. Better than April.
A little bit. But I mean, overall, they're what?
Let me look up the
games.
actual numbers.
Yeah. Look at the numbers by month. I didn't look up the numbers by month. But right now, they sit at 18 and 23 after their victory last night. They're a whopping 8.5 games back already. The Dodgers sitting in fourth place in the NL West.
That's fine. We're not trying to win the division, right?
We, from day number one, we were saying they're shooting for the wild card. And guess what? They're only 2 games back of the wild card, right? So, I mean, that's still obviously very, very much in play. No issues there, right?
Right.
They're not buried there. Yeah, exactly. And, and I look back to, Washington Nationals in 2019 and the Braves from 2020. And they had very sub 500 records in May and June. And they were considered pretty much out of the picture. And they turned it on, caught fire, obviously won the whole thing eventually. So, I mean, all this stuff is still within the realm of possibility. I know a lot of fans out there have kind of written the Giants off. I'm not ready to do that yet. You see flashes, man. You see flashes when this team could be good. They just have zero consistency in it, right? Especially with their winning. I mean, they're like winning 4 in a row, losing 4 in a row. Winning 4 in a row, losing 5 in a row. They're putting it together, and then the wheels fall off. Then they put the wheels back on, and then the wheels fall off, and it's just getting frustrating. Offensively, they're not horrible. They're kind of middle of the pack. They're doing okay. Their starters are excellent, 5th best ERA in the majors. Their Achilles right now really is their bullpen. Their relievers just have not been able to establish any dependability, I guess, if you will. 3rd worst ERA in the bigs at 5.85 right now, 5.84. They blew a couple games this week against Arizona. They've had the injury issues. Disco with his toe. He dropped a piano bench on his toe. Working with his kid, right? Slater's back on the injured list with the hammy.
It's
like fudge,
Are
man.
we expecting Disco to pitch a full season? Come on.
No.
Disco, we know Disco gives us 70-ish% of a season. That's what he does. But when he's in, he's good. He's been good. Solid, man. He's been Listen, Chad, I know you're spitting all these facts at me. A lot of facts, too much facts in my face. I think I'm just gonna say, from a observational perspective, starting pitching looks good. Bullpen looks ass. Offense, not great. Defense, okay. We're fast. I like that. Being fast is good. And other than that, we're going to get a lot of fucking sweet highlights this year of dudes diving for balls in the outfield is what's going to happen, right? That's kind of what our team is right now. We're not a lot more than that, There's no superstar taking over games. We're not worried about who's hit 10 home runs this month. But Conforto's hitting 190 whatever and has 7 home runs. It's just a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing. Jock Peterson, his 6 home runs?
Yeah, 6.
Doesn't really do a lot of stuff most of the time, but every now and then it's Jock just went yard. That was tight. That's kind of what this team is to me. Like, I don't know. Is that like, am I being defeatist? Like, I don't care if we win or lose. I just
You
want
don't care
something
if we
cool to
win.
happen.
Well, okay. Let's go ahead and touch on that vein since you brought it
Yeah,
up.
I mean, dude,
Hey,
run
look, the
with that,
Giants
Chad.
don't have any. The Giants don't have
I
anything
mean,
like you
you
said,
feel what I'm
household names,
saying,
right? Oh, I do.
You
And the
feel what I'm
biggest thing right
saying, though.
now,
Yeah.
I do. And the biggest thing right now, I mean, you have Larry Bear coming out and saying attendance is down because, the financial district and businesses are not reopening. And fans really are starting to see what the Giants are doing with their strategy of, platooning and
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
it,
Do you have sources for this? Is he actually saying these things?
yes, they're all
Is
there. I
that
did not put
motherfucker
them in the
Larry Bear
notes.
actually saying these things? Oh my
Yes, he is, and people are kind of trolling him about it because they're like, "Come on, man, really? Like, that's a stretch, bro." But
That is
they
a
don't have any
stretch.
household names right now, right? But I will say we had an exciting player come up this week, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball. And I mean, maybe this is the second coming of someone like a Buster Posey, a homegrown talent to kind of fill in the seats here in the next few years. But Casey Schmitt, man. I've been watching some games and he kind of passes the eye test. And we heard a lot of good things about
Yeah.
him down in the minor leagues, and he came up just tearing the crap, off the ball. I mean, he's hitting almost 500 in his first week of Major League Baseball with a couple of dongs. We know that's all going to go down, but god damn, his
No.
defense looks good. He's got
It's
the hardest thrown
gonna go
out
up, dude.
from the infield this year. He is just like a full package player.
Casey Schmitt is going to be the first guy to hit 600 in the major leagues. Over 600 at bats. All right.
Screw you, Ted Williams.
He's going to hit 175 home runs. Okay.
Well, in my MLB The Show
just how it
account,
is.
probably. Yeah, no, for sure. No, man,
No.
he's a
In
whole
real
bunch
life.
of exciting
No,
right now.
he's okay. So, the last guy I think that made me feel this good when it came to left sided, infielders. Obviously, Brandon Crawford, but Bill Miller. Do you remember Bill Miller? We got
Oh, I
really
love that
excited
dude.
about Bill Miller. Yeah.
He was just a hit machine.
And yeah, it was like this guy's going to hit 360 for his whole career. That's what I thought. I honestly thought that watching him hit, right?
Yeah.
Like just watching him just spray balls around, just right in front of outfielders. It was crazy watching him hit. And so, yeah. But this guy is not that. He's not your little plucky third baseman. Casey Schmitt is like the dude who beats your ass in middle school, and then you're like, fuck, but he's really good at baseball, so I can't really our team wins every week because of him, so I guess I'll just let it happen. I'm the nerd that's getting his ass beat by Casey Schmitt every goddamn day. Because even if he doesn't get 3 hits and 2 home runs, he still throws the ball 95 miles per hour from third base to first base. And it's just insane. It's so fun to watch. Like, I don't know. I'm just happy. Happy watching something exciting because Joey Bart's not giving it to me right now. But Casey Schmitt is.
Yeah. And I think one of the reasons they had to call him up, obviously they've had some injuries in the infield, but you also have David Villar just absolutely crapping the bed right now. He's just not performing like he did last year. In fact, Casey Schmitt has already as many base hits, 13, as David Villar has. The problem is Casey Schmidt's done it in 28 at-bats. Villar's done it in 88 at-bats. So quite a difference there.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, okay, VR is kind of he's the guy you expect to be on the Giants. I don't know. Have you looked at our fucking roster?
It's just
all right, Chad. Hey, Chad, man, I love you, dude. But come on, let's look at our roster.
I know,
real quick.
I know.
There's teams out there like the Padres and like the Rays, the Yankees, the Dodgers. They have
I'm not familiar with those teams. I'm sorry.
They have like good baseball players on their rosters. It's crazy.
What are good baseball players? Can you show them to me?
I mean, not on this. I'm on sfgiants.com. So
not on this. Ouch.
But dude, all right. Okay. But all right. So very conversational episode type thing.
Love it.
Let's talk about the good stuff though, right? Tyro is sick. Tyro's amazing.
Tyro, he's great, man. I love him. He's got the whole combination of speed and
let's all get behind Tyro, right?
And the high batting average. Yeah, he's doing great, man. He's got 12 stolen bases right now. I mean, he's rocking it.
Yeah.
He's doing great over there.
And all right, we got another guy we got to talk about. I think we talked about him a lot at the end of last year, Alex Cobb. Alex Cobb, at one point, I don't know, does he still best ERA in the NL? Is it still
best ERA in the NL right now? Yeah, third in the majors, but best in the NL at 1.7. Yep. Freaking kicking butt, man.
That's pretty good because I know like DeGrom is in the NL and other guys who are really good are in the NL. You know what I mean, though? The NL is full of fucking good-ass pitchers who just got signed to teams that aren't actually pitching.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean,
Carlos
right now
Rodon. I don't know if you've heard about that guy.
Oh, boy, that's a whole one, right? I mean, talk about dodging a bullet there. I mean for all the crap that Farhan gets, this is one of those times where the not signing really did pay off, you know?
Yeah.
So
maybe don't just throw $1 million times whatever at everybody, right? Maybe don't do that, right? This is, I don't know.
This is basically what he likes to do, right? We all know this, right? He signs these pitchers to 2-year deals, but they can opt out of the first year. And so that protects the Giants in the sense that it's only 2 years max if they have a crappy first year, because then they'll probably stay with the team. And if they have an excellent first year, it sucks that the Giants lose him. And he was amazing for the Giants last year. There's always that nagging injury history Carlos Rodon has always had. And sure enough, he gets signed to this massive 6-year deal by the Yankees, and he hasn't thrown a single pitch yet. And he has, quote, he's been diagnosed with a, quote, chronic back issue. And it's like, oh, dude. And then not only that, but look at
Chad,
Correa.
Chad, hold on, Chad. Shut up. Breaking news.
Oh, yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah, who broke?
I just looked up NL pitching leaders in ERA. DeSclafani, 0.900.
That's not
number
his total
2,
ERA.
Gallad from the Diamondbacks. Pitching leaders, ERA.
Yeah. No. I think he must be Nah, year to date, Disco's a 3.06.
Cobb
right now.
1.5.
Yeah, I don't know what you're looking at. You're looking at a different interval. It must be like
I was looking at ERA. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought I was looking at ERA. Okay, actually, no, you're right. Okay, actually, though, well, fuck it. Let's go again. Cobb, number 1.
1.7.
1.7. Let's go. Steele from the Cubs, Elder, Gallen, Kershaw. These are good pitchers. Keller, Strider, May, Morton, Kelly,
the ageless wonder, Charlie Morton.
Fucking Cobb, dude.
Yeah, no, Cobb's way up there. Disco's sitting at 13th. You know, this is fine. Logan Webb has pitched way better lately. He's at 3.2 now, 16th in the NL. So yeah, I mean,
so Logan Webb is. Let's be real about Logan Webb. He's 3-5 or 3-6 or something like that, which is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
He could easily be like 9-0 if the Giants just scored in any of those games. Like
he's getting caned, basically.
You know what I mean?
He is getting caned.
It's wild, though. It's wild. Yeah, it's wild to watch it because you're like, this doesn't. I can't believe it again. When you pitch, we just never score. Yeah, so that's weird. But he's he's having a good season. We got the starting pitching. Got to give it up, right?
If they could just go longer.
That's enough.
If they could just go longer, man.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. The
Well,
pen
that's
just
the
keeps
thing.
giving up
That
leads.
doesn't work that way anymore. The pen comes in like the 6th inning every fucking game. That's just
I know. I know.
modern baseball. And even if a pitcher's having a good game, and it is very frustrating to watch these fucking guys come in and just give it up every game. So
Yep.
I mean, that's really what it is. Like our whole season kind of comes down to that. We obviously aren't doing as well offensively as we'd like, but it's really not that bad. We got some guys doing some good stuff.
Yeah.
It
No,
just
it's
feels like, yeah, we can't overcome that. We can't overcome the late game. Like we fall apart every single game.
every single damn game, man. It's the Giants definitely should be. If they had an average bullpen, they'd be better than 500. They'd be at least 500, but I think they'd be a couple games above. I mean, they really have cost themselves just so many goddamn. Ugh. Anyway, it is what it is. That's and that's one of the things they were trying to improve this offseason. They haven't. So, I don't know what the magic wand do is for that, Willie. I don't know what it is because you have guys that were traditionally pretty solid, just not having a good start to the season. They got time to turn it around, but they all got to turn
Well,
it around.
okay, so Haniger was hurt to start. I do think he's very key in our lineup, Haniger. Conforto is hitting like ass, but hitting with power. Obviously, we got a little bit of Joey Bart good news, I think, right? Do you feel this way? I kind of feel this way. Like Bart looks better, right?
Yeah, no, he looks better. He looks better, but
I don't know if he's not a buster replacement, and that's the problem. So that's
no,
whatever. But throw that out. Throw that out. We're not worried about that anymore. And then Crawford hurt for a while, come back. We don't know what we're gonna get out of Crawford, right? He's gonna be. We're not getting 2021 Crawford.
no, we are not. And that ship has sailed. This is going to be his last
Never
year
again.
with the Giants.
Yeah, never again. This is it. But we are still getting like Crawford teaching Casey Schmitt how to do cool shit, right?
They've been talking a lot, joking a lot. He's been like hugging them, all sorts of stuff. So they got a good relationship. So I'm sure he's learning a lot from that.
Yeah,
dude. No doubt about that.
And then we're seeing like Lamont Wade try to be our leadoff hitter, which I'm not trying to be our leadoff hitter. Is really playing out as like he had like 2 really good games, and then Kapler was like, "Okay, that's a leadoff hitter." Okay,
yeah,
okay, I know, but he had 2 good games, right? And I love Lamont Wade, but he's not the answer, right?
No.
So here's the thing: how do we compete with like Tatis, Machado? How do we compete with the Dodgers and the Padres? We don't, right?
Seances, Jobu prayers, performance enhancing drugs. I don't know. I don't know how you compete with those guys. I mean, honestly,
You gotta get a full chicken though.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
the thing.
Yeah.
Can't.
Jobu doesn't
I
like
need a
curveball
live
either.
chicken. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. That's the thing though. It's like so then, Chad. So then, what do we do as fans? How do we feel? Like what are we?
If look 2021, right? I mean, obviously there was lightning in a bottle. You had Belt and Crawford and others having career years. It was totally unexpected. Kind of looked like the formula might actually work, right? This whole platooning, getting diamonds in the rough, just basically kind of minimalistic approach, the merry-go-round, the revolving door. It was like, it's not fun because we're not like watching guys that we can kind of lock on or watch through the years, but it's fun that they're winning and they, set their franchise record for wins, got into the playoffs, almost beat the Dodgers in the first round. It's kind of like, all right, hey, maybe this brand of baseball is actually working. I mean, it's worked elsewhere, right? He was in LA, he was in Oakland. Well, Oakland, it, definitely was more like what the Giants are doing now. LA, not as much. LA, they kind of were like, Farhan run the team, but we also have billions of dollars, so please sign guys to long-term contracts, which he's not doing with the Giants, right? But it kind of was like, okay, this is working out, and then immediately they took the nosedive in last year, and now this year is kind of on that same pathway as last year. In fact, a little worse. So, yeah, I don't know if Farhan's blueprint is gonna last long. And I tell you what, if they finish at 500 or below this year, and I guess he's got at least one more year on his contract. I think it's through 2024. Yeah, I don't know what the Giants do, man. I mean, this is a long time that he's going to be ahead of this organization. Since 2019,
I
he overlapped with
mean,
Bruce
no,
Bochy.
he's not. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. I mean, I watched a Texas Rangers game the other day, and I saw Bruce Bochy, and I just had a moment where I just like looked at him, and I was like, God, what a
Yeah,
beautiful man. You know,
I
like
know. I did the same thing, man, when they were playing in
man,
Oakland.
you
Yeah,
know, yeah, like just like look at your giant ass head with that giant ass fucking
you're
baseball
like
hat
size
on it,
eight and a
and
half
like
or whatever.
and when you come out, he's always got like something weird in his back pocket, and he has that weird like stroll that he does. Like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
he's got a saunter. He's got a saunter to him. It's not a natural saunter. It's an old catcher kind of thing, I guess. Um, but yeah, like those days are done. So to bring it back, by the way, sorry, we both just went into like we both just got chubbies thinking about Bruce
yeah,
Bochy
we
right
did.
now, right?
I know. I miss that guy. I miss that guy. And, look, he
Yeah,
had bad
I
season with the
know.
Giants. I think a lot of fans kind of forget
I
the bad
love
because they remember
Kapler.
the good.
No, I
But
know. A lot of bad first. Yeah, a lot of bad.
yeah,
He really took over at a rough time, and we just lightning in a bottle, I guess maybe. I don't know. But
yeah.
anyway, uh to bring it back though, I think like Kapler is a modern day man, right? Um the Giants can be like a futuristic type of team, a la the A's in Moneyball, right? Making new moves that nobody thought about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stealing hella bases, that's back. That's tight. I love that, Like let's keep doing that. Um so I don't know. That's kind of what I hope. Like I hope the Giants like become, fuck getting big ass power hitter guys. Fuck that.
Let's do the St.
I
Louis
want
Cardinals from the 80s, baby. Here we go.
Yeah, I want the next Ricky Henderson. Where is he,
Yeah,
dude? I want that
yeah.
guy. You know what I
I
mean?
want some dude,
Give
stealing 100 bases in a
I want
year.
a
That'd be
100
sick.
stolen base guy on the Giants, dude. That would
That'd be
be
sick.
so fun, right? Wouldn't we all fucking talk about it all the time too? Like, yeah.
Hell yeah, because no one's done that for so many years. It's a feat when someone gets to 30 or 40 stolen
But
bases
here's the
these
thing,
days.
dude, Chad, they just made the bases just a little bit bigger.
No, it's easier now,
Easier to
man.
It's
It's
easier to
easier.
steal bases, right? So let's get that
Hell
guy,
yeah.
dude. Let's make it happen. Anyway, yeah, that's my thing. Uh I
No, man,
miss that style
bring
of
back the
baseball,
stolen
and
bases, baby.
yeah, and also Logan Webb is a sinker baller pitcher, so pound that ball into the ground. Let's bring back the grounds crew softening up the dirt right in front of the fucking home plate. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah,
bring that back
yeah,
too.
yeah. Hey, by the way,
Yeah.
I was looking at the stolen base leaders, and you have Ruiz from Oakland at 19. He leads the league, but Ronald Acuna from the Braves has 17. He also has 9 bombs. So a quarter of the way through the season, he's within the realm of getting 40-40.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Acuna
That'd be
is
cool.
kind of he's a little tiny Jose Canseco, isn't he? If
Yeah,
you think about it.
that'd be sick, man. I'd love to
Next
see
time
something
you
like
look
that.
at him, next time you look at him, just think about that for a second.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of is.
No. Yeah, he's a
He's a
baller, man.
little
I wish we
tiny
had someone like
powerhouse.
him.
He's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
No, he's Good shit. But look, the Giants, they're doing the revolving door. They already have had 37 or 38
Chad, we have
players on the
Casey
roster
Schmitt,
this year.
okay? We
got Casey Schmitt.
have the greatest baseball player of all time, okay? Yeah.
He's got a good baseball name too, Obviously the historic connotations of a Casey.
So Casey's a solid baseball name, right? Casey at the bat.
Casey at the bat, and then of course Schmidt. It's not spelled the same way, but
and then Schmidt, Mike Schmidt, though Hall of Famer,
yeah,
for the Phillies for a long time. What career
name, man.
312 hitter? Okay, wait. Actually, Chad, don't you say a word. What do you think? Guess Mike Schmidt's batting average.
Career.
Yeah.
Oh God, I would have to say like 280 or something.
You think 280? So I'm gonna guess 304. I'm gonna guess 304.
Okay.
I think Mike Schmidt actually fucking yeah. All right, who's closest? Let's see.
I mean, they definitely had higher averages back in the day.
Career batting average 267. Fuck you.
There you go.
I way overestimated Mike Schmidt.
Yeah.
God damn.
And I still was over. I thought I'd be somewhere in the ballpark, but yeah, I was a little over. Right. Not too bad.
All right, Chad, you ready? You ready one more time?
All right.
It's me and you, one-on-one. One-on-one. You ready?
Yeah.
Carney Lansford.
Oh, now he's got to be. He's
career.
Yeah. I'm going 302.
I'm gonna say 290.
All right, 302 and 290. Let's see.
290, right?
Yeah.
He was a 300 hitter forever, though.
Yeah, he was.
For the A's. Did he play for the Red Sox too? Is that what it was?
I think at the very end. Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay, all right. Carney Lansford, Baseball Reference. Holy shit, 290 exactly on the money, dude.
You're feeling good. Bonus points for exact. Okay. Good job.
All right. We gotta go one more, but you have to pick it.
Oh, all right.
You'd be really sick if you picked like a Dusty Baylor or something like that. You know what I mean?
We're gonna go someone who made the Hall of Fame last year. Fred McGriff.
Okay.
Let's go Fred McGriff.
McGriff. Overall batting average, lifetime.
Yeah. Even though he's a power hitter. So I'm going. So he's a power hitter. So I mean, he had some good years. But I'm going.
Are you going first? Are you going first?
Yeah. No, you go first this time because I went first in the last two. You go first.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say 271. 270.
Oh man, I was gonna say 270, but we can still do that. Price is right. Here we go. Price is right style.
That's actually pretty good. If you were gonna say 270, that's fucking crazy. If you were,
that's in my mind. All right, so let me look them up.
Boom, really?
Boom, 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 boom.
All right. Hold on, Fred McGriff. 284.
284. All right, we both undershot him.
I know, but I got closer by one.
Yes, you did. That's right. Price is right, baby.
Okay, hold on.
There you go.
Okay, now
I know.
Keep this
by
going,
272.
We gotta keep this going. All right, you ready? I got some good names though.
All right, let's do one more because I gotta get going
them
here.
up. All right, without looking them up. You ready?
Yeah.
I got a Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew.
I know he had over 500 home runs.
Career batting average. I haven't looked it up yet. I've got it locked in. I've got it locked in.
275.
But I haven't looked it up yet. All right. I think Harmon Killebrew did better than that. I think I'm going to give him a 285.
All right. You're probably right.
All right. I'm clicking on him. Fuck. 256.
Ooh, God. I didn't think it would be that low. I thought, power hitter would be a little lower, but I'm still going 275. But all right.
So, by the way, the guy hit 573 home runs.
Yes,
so can you fucking cut him some slack?
Oh man!
All right, that's a fun game, dude. Chat. We gotta do that.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we should incorporate that. Yeah. Do a little baseball quizzery
just at the end of the show, just for funsies. I know that. By the way, if our third co-host was here, he would destroy both of us at this,
Oh,
right?
I'm sure he
Like,
would. Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah.
But that's
yeah.
all right.
He's
That's all right. We did fine. We weren't that far off, honestly. We were
yeah.
okay.
Eric
We
would
were
kill
good.
us both. Eric would
Yeah.
definitely know what Harmon Killebrew's lifetime batting average was.
Probably, yeah. Well, closer than us. I know that. You know, that's a good idea. Let's bring it in, baby. Bring it in.
I'm gonna
It'll be
text
good.
him right now and ask him. I'm gonna be like, Eric, do you know what the lifetime batting average of Harmon Killebrew is?
All right, we'll wait his response. He's out today. He was really sick, so he couldn't make
I
it,
know, but this is a normal thing that guys
Yeah.
text each other, right?
we do random thoughts with Willie Gregory. All right, I got to wrap it up here. I got to get going. Just one last thing before I cut it off here is Vida Blue did pass away last week, and I just wanted to say something about him. Obviously, he's more known as an Oakland A, but he did spend some time with the Giants, pitched well with the Giants. And I went to this fantasy batting practice in May of 1996 at Candlestick Park. Wow. I was a robust 22 years old at the time. And it was just a fantastic day. We got to dress in the locker rooms. We were, in the dugout. I hit off the batting or the pitching machine off of Tito Fuentes. No, Tito did not throw the ball. He fed him into the machine.
So you did not hit a Vida Blue ball?
No, I did not. But I did play catch with him. So I was warming up with my friend.
But Vida Blue also, by the way, real quick, Vida Blue also won the MVP in the AL and the NL.
Yes, he did. Yeah, one of the only players to do that. With
suck
3 World
on
Series
that,
titles
everybody
and
else, because he's the only fucking guy who ever really did that, right? Who else did
but
that?
I was warming up with my friend down in right field, and he just walks up, stands right by my friend, and he goes, "Hey, throw it to me." So I start throwing him. He's all, "That's all you got?" And he's just egging me on the entire time. He's all, "Come on, y'all know you can throw harder than that. I know you can throw harder than that." And by the way, he's casually throwing like little BBs right back at me. Like, it's one of those throws that's so effortless, yet it's coming at me, just solid, just like shpop, shpop. I was like, damn, dude, like what the hell? I'm trying to throw it as hard as I can, and I'm not a pitcher or anything. And he's all, "Man, I thought you had more than that." Like, it was just so funny. He was just egging me on. And I realized at the time he was like 48 or 49 when I was playing catch with him. So he was basically my age now. And he was still
so he
one
died
hell of an
at
athlete.
what, 70?
73 or 76. What? Yeah.
70,
something like that.
I think it was 73.
I think he was 73.
It was very young. It was younger than you'd expect. Think about Willie Mays is 90.
92, I think he just hit.
Willie Mays, by the way, Willie Mays is going to live forever. Okay, so
apparently,
shut the fuck up about that, because
apparently, I don't know.
That's
man,
for
it's
real.
Crazy.
That's for real.
Yeah, he's being protected.
There's a couple of things. There's a couple things that have to happen in this world. Willie Mays has to live forever, and my dog Iggy has to live forever too. That's the only two things. Other than
that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that'd be nice. All right, well, I got to get going.
I'm trying to make it happen, dude. Trying to make it happen.
So. Willie, I want to celebrate his 100th at Oracle Park one day. That'd be great. Just roll him out in that 56 Chevy.
That would be fantastic, right?
Dude, weekend at Bernie's, whatever they need to do.
Yeah, it's
weekend at Willie's.
By the way, dude, I mean, if you think about it, McCovey's gone, and fucking one of the whatchamacallit brothers, the Alou brothers, is gone.
Yeah,
right. So
that's true. Yeah, we're losing them, man. We're losing them. It's hard, but it's happening. So, all right. Well, Giants this week. Willie's
got to keep us going. Fuck,
he's got to.
Fucking weird way to end the show. Okay,
I know.
Let's not end the show that way. Let's talk about this real quick. Will Clark is the fucking still the man. Can you play that audio?
Yeah, I got it somewhere here. Oh,
Will Clark is still the fucking man, and he still knows.
Finally, he went fastball in. The guy goes, "Yeah." The hitter goes, yard, winds up winning the ball game and all that sort of stuff. I went up to Buster after the game, and I go, "What the fuck's going on?" He goes, what are you talking about? I go, "There is no fucking way in that situation you can call fastball in. You have got to have him beat us to freaking triples alley back."
That's a great clip, man. He's just talking old school baseball. He's like, I got a whole. I want to put a whole library of these clips in here.
Dude, we'll have to actually do a deep dive into that video one day, just on the show. Don't even talk about like the games or whatever. Let's just deep dive into what he's talking about. Because
just Will's brain,
you know what
baby.
he's talking about. You know what he's talking about, right?
It was rookie pitcher.
I can't fucking
shaking
believe
off
that these motherfuckers. yeah.
Buster let him do it.
Shook out Buster, and then yeah.
And then he got paid for it. Yeah, he paid the price. So, all right, man. Well, I got to get going to my daughter's award ceremony, so I unfortunately got to cut it short. But Giants got to finish this 3-game set with Philly. Then the Marlins coming to town. I'm hoping to get to one of these games this weekend. I don't know if I can, but maybe Friday night. I don't know. We'll see. But until then, that's going to do it for episode 279. We'll be back next week with episode 280. Until then, have a great week and go Giants. Boom.
A big thank you to everybody for listening to the Torture Cast, the podcast by and for fans of the San Francisco Giants. Follow us on Twitter at TortureCast. You can also like us on Facebook or check out our blog at torturecast.com. I also want to say thank you to Ashcon and Bailey for letting us use their song Feeling Like a Giant for our intro. For Ben Lee and Chad King, my name is Willie Dills saying, we'll see you next time.